My beloved child, the angels greet you with warmth and light. We welcome you into this sacred moment where heaven opens a message that will reach straight into your heart. Do not take these words lightly, for they come with weight, with urgency. With love, the ring is ready. Yes, there is someone who has held the thought of forever with you in their spirit. But listen closely, because what you are about to hear will not just flatter your heart, it will test it, it will awaken it, it will shake it. This person's intention is not as simple as you think. They want union, they want closeness, they want a covenant. But heaven reveals the reason behind their desire is layered, complicated, and not as clear as the smile they show you. Beloved, this message is not to make you fear love. It is to prepare you, to protect you, and to give you eyes sharper than emotion. The scripture says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Your heart is precious, it is divine ground, and heaven will not let it be mishandled. That is why we speak today, because a ring without truth is not a gift, it is a chain. And the angels will not allow you to be chained in the name of love. Stay with this message, for we will reveal what heaven has shown, why this proposal, why this timing, why this person. And we promise you, by the end, you will see clearly whether to embrace or to step back, whether to accept or to release. The truth is coming, and when it is fully revealed, your tears will not be wasted tears. They will be cleansing tears. If these words already touch your soul, pause now and type, "I receive clarity" in the comments. Like this video to seal your agreement with heaven's wisdom, and subscribe, beloved one, so you never walk without the light of heaven's guidance again. For each message you hear is not random. It is heaven fighting to reach you in time. And if you feel led, support this channel with a super thanks, so that this river of divine messages may continue to flow into the lives of many. Now listen carefully, child of God. The one who holds this ring in their hand, heaven sees their heart. They see what even you have not yet seen. They see the fears hidden beneath their promises. They see the wounds that have shaped their desire for you. And heaven says you must discern whether this is a covenant born of love or a bond born of need. The truth is not against you, it is for you. It is not here to take away your blessing, it is here to make sure your blessing is pure. For God is not the author of confusion. And if the proposal carries confusion, you must wait for heaven's light to cut through it. My beloved child, remember these words from 1 Corinthians 13. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Truth and love walk hand in hand, and without truth the ring is only metal. It does not carry heaven's seal. Stay close now, for in the next lines we will begin to reveal what heaven is showing about the motives, the tests, and the hidden truths. You are not here by chance. You are here because God did not want you to step blindly into a covenant. You are here because heaven loves you too much to let you walk unguarded. Beloved, if you are still listening, I ask you once more to comment, "I receive clarity," so heaven knows you are ready. Like this video to anchor your faith. Share it with someone you love, for they too may be standing before a ring with unanswered questions. And if you feel heaven's hand leading you, give a super thanks to support the spreading of this message to souls who need it most. Now let us go deeper. The truth behind this ring, the reason it shakes your heart, is because heaven wants you to see not just the beauty of what is offered, but the cost of what comes with it. The ring is ready. But child, what heaven shows is this: readiness on the outside does not always mean readiness on the inside. A jewel can shine in the light and still hide cracks deep within its stone. So too, this person's promise of forever carries both beauty and weight. The angels say, "Do not mistake timing for destiny. Not every ring placed in your path carries the seal of heaven. Some are born from pressure, from fear, from loneliness. Some are born from wounds that long for healing, but seek it in another instead of in God. Beloved, heaven whispers, this one has dreamed of you, thought of you, and imagined a future with you. But what drives their steps is not only love, it is also fear. Fear of being without, fear of losing you, fear of facing themselves. And heaven asks, will you carry a ring that is given out of fear, or will you wait for the one offered from the pure well of love? Because the wrong covenant, though wrapped in gold, can become a chain around your spirit. But the right covenant, even if delayed, becomes a garden where your soul can rest. Scripture says in Psalm 127:1, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord builds the marriage, it will not stand. Unless his truth is at the foundation, even vows will tremble when storms come." This is why heaven speaks, because you are meant for a covenant that does not shake when trials rise. Beloved, do not harden your heart to this message. We are not telling you to walk away in fear. We are calling you to walk forward in wisdom. Heaven does not break love, it refines it. Heaven does not take joy, it secures it. Heaven does not silence desire, it purifies it. So hear this: the one holding the ring has hidden reasons. Some are noble, some are weak, and heaven wants you to see both. They love you, yes, but they also see in you a shelter, a healer, a rescuer. And heaven warns, you are not called to save them, you are called to love them and to be loved in truth. You must ask, does this person want me because of who I am, or because of what I carry for them? Is it love, or is it dependence? Is it covenant, or is it escape? The angels say, slow down, child. Do not rush into a forever without seeing the foundation beneath it. For the enemy loves to disguise need as love, timing as destiny, and emotion as covenant. But heaven unmasks all shadows. Beloved, pause and let these words settle in your spirit. Comment below, I receive heaven's clarity. For when you confess with your lips, you anchor wisdom in your path, like this video, to seal this word into your heart. Subscribe, for heaven has more to show you, and you cannot afford to miss what comes next. And if your spirit feels moved, support with a super thanks, that more souls may hear and be spared from entering covenants that heaven never wrote. Child, listen closely. Heaven sees a choice ahead of you. And the angels say, God will not force you, but he will guide you. He will not take away your will, but he will shine light on your decision. And if you let him, he will lead you into a covenant that holds not just rings, but roots, not just words, but weight, not just vows, but vision. This is why you are hearing this now. The timing is divine, for the ring is ready, but before it touches your hand, your eyes must be opened. For love without truth is not protection, it is deception. And heaven has marked you for protection. Stay close, beloved. The angels are not done speaking. For in the next words, heaven will open what is hidden in this person's heart to the motives they do not even fully see themselves. And when it is revealed, your heart will no longer shake with confusion. It will stand in clarity. Type, I choose truth, if you are ready for what heaven is about to reveal. For the ring is not just a symbol, it is a mirror of the heart behind it, and heaven will not let you walk blind. Beloved, lean in now, for heaven is lifting the veil over the heart of the one holding this ring. They may not even know the full truth of themselves, but heaven sees it all. And the angels say, what is hidden in their spirit must be revealed to you before you say yes. This person has both love and longing, but their love is tangled with wounds that are unhealed. They look at you and see light. They see safety. They see a future that feels secure. But heaven asks, are they choosing you for who you are or for what you can cover in them? The angels say, child, you are not called to be a bandage for someone's brokenness. You are called to be a partner in truth, a reflection of Christ's love, a helper fit for destiny. If they place this ring on your finger while their wounds remain unspoken, the covenant will be built on silence, not strength. And silence cannot hold a marriage. It will crumble under storms. Remember the word of Jesus in John 8:32, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Love without truth is bondage, but love with truth is freedom. The angels are urging you to seek the truth now, before vows are spoken, because once spoken, the weight is heavy and the binding is not easily broken. Beloved, we see their fears. They fear losing you. They fear being alone. They fear their own reflection when you are not near. And heaven says, fear is not a strong enough foundation for forever. Perfect love casts out fear, but fear cannot create perfect love. Ask yourself, do they love me because of who I am or because of what I shield them from? Do they want my presence or do they need my rescue? Do they see me as a partner or as a savior? Child, this is not condemnation. This is a revelation, for heaven is not here to tear apart, but to uncover so that healing can happen. If truth comes before the ring, the covenant has a chance to be whole. But if the ring comes before truth, the covenant will carry cracks into its beginning. Beloved, heaven is whispering, slow down. Do not let pressure make your decision. Do not let fear of losing them rush you into forever. The right covenant will not require panic, it will carry peace. For as it is written in Isaiah 55:12, you will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. Marriage ordained by heaven begins with peace, not torment. The angels say, do not silence your discernment. If something feels heavy, if something feels rushed, pay attention. For discernment is heaven's alarm in your spirit. There is no doubt it is divine protection. Beloved, pause now and speak with your own lips. I choose peace over pressure. Type it in the comments, for heaven responds to the words you release. Like this video, as your agreement with heaven's guidance. Subscribe so you do not miss the next word that heaven is pressing into your path. And if you feel moved, sow into this river of light with a super thanks, because each seed keeps these messages flowing to souls standing at crossroads like yours. Child, hear this clearly. The ring is not cursed, the person is not wicked, but the truth must rise before the covenant is sealed. If not, you may wake one day asking, did they choose me or did they choose escape? And heaven will not let you carry that question into your forever. Stay attentive now, beloved, for heaven is about to reveal not only their motives, but also your role. Why God positioned you in their life, why the ring is being offered now, and what heaven expects you to do with the truth you now hold. Do not turn away, for the angels say this moment may save years of your life from unnecessary tears. If you are ready for heaven to unfold this deeper layer, whisper where you are, Lord, open my eyes, for when your eyes open, no ring can deceive you, and no covenant can bind you outside of God's will. Beloved, your role in this story is greater than you know. Heaven has allowed this ring to appear in your life, not to confuse you, but to confirm the strength of your discernment. This is not just about their choice. It is also about yours, because your yes carries weight in the spirit realm. Your yes is not just a word, it is a covenant, a doorway, a binding that reaches beyond earth. The angels say, God allowed this ring to come forth now so that you could see what is truly inside their heart and also what is inside yours. For a covenant does not just reveal the other person, it reveals you. It shows whether you are ready to build in truth or whether there are still parts of you that long to be convinced instead of convicted. Beloved, you must ask yourself, do I want this because heaven has confirmed it, or because my heart longs for completion? Do I want this because I see God's hand, or because I fear the waiting? For waiting has never been punishment. It has always been preparation. And heaven says, if you choose to wait for what is sealed by God, you will never regret your patience. Do not forget these words from Isaiah 40:31. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. A marriage born from waiting on God will carry strength, not exhaustion. It will renew you, not drain you. It will lift you, not break you. Child, your role now is not to run ahead, it is to pause and listen. The angels say, ask God for clarity. Do not just ask him, should I marry? Ask him, is this the one you prepared for me? Is this the covenant you ordained before I was even born? Or is this a lesson meant to strengthen me before the true covenant comes? Beloved, heaven reveals something important. You were chosen. As a mirror in their life, your presence has forced them to see their unhealed places. Your light has revealed their shadows. Your love has stirred their fears of abandonment, and your strength has made them realize where they are weak. This is why the ring is here. It is both an offering and a cry for help. But the angels say, your role is not to carry what only God can heal. Marriage cannot be a substitute for deliverance. Covenant cannot be a shortcut for healing. If you accept the ring to fix what is broken in them, you will spend years trying to hold up what only God can restore. But if you let God finish his work first, then the ring, if meant for you, will return with wholeness, not wounds. Beloved, you must decide, do I want a marriage born of timing or one born of heaven? Do I want a covenant built on pressure or one written by God's hand? The angels say, choose wisely, for your choice will ripple into generations. Remember the words of Joshua 24:15, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Do not just choose a spouse, choose a covenant that allows your house to serve the Lord. For what good is a ring if it silences your calling? What good is a vow if it crushes your spirit? What good is a covenant if it binds you to fear instead of releasing you into destiny? Beloved, speak now with your lips. I choose covenant over convenience. I choose destiny over desperation. Write it below in the comments so your spirit is aligned with heaven. Like this video to anchor this truth into your heart. Subscribe so you remain under this flow of divine words. And if you feel heaven stirring you, give a super thanks so that more children of God, like you, may be warned and guided before stepping into covenants not written by his hand. Child, heaven is proud of you, for even listening to this word shows your spirit is awake. You are not blind, you are not abandoned, you are not overlooked. Heaven fights for you because you carry a destiny too great to be bound by the wrong covenant. Stay close, for heaven will now begin to uncover what this ring truly represents in the spiritual realm. Not just a proposal of love, but a proposal that reveals purpose, timing, and heaven's protection over your future. What is hidden behind this ring will be unmasked. And when it is, you will know without question the step to take. Beloved, the angels speak with urgency now. The ring before you is not just a symbol of love, it is a mirror of the Spirit. It reveals timing. It reveals the truth. It reveals where both of your souls stand before God. This is why heaven placed it before you. Now, not to rush you into forever, but to hold a mirror up to your heart and theirs. Child, understand this. In the spirit realm, a ring is not only jewelry. It is a covenant. It is binding. It is a circle without end, a promise written in eternity. And heaven says, before such a circle is sealed, truth must be fully known. For once a covenant is spoken, the circle is hard to break. This is why heaven whispers, the ring is ready, but the heart is not yet healed. The proposal is real, but the foundation is fragile. The love is deep, but the fear is deeper. And heaven says, if you accept without clarity, you risk carrying both love and burden. Beloved, do not misunderstand. Heaven is not against this person. They are not your enemy. They are not a trap. But the angels reveal their readiness is more external than internal. They are prepared to give you the ring, but they are not yet prepared to give you the whole truth. And truth is the oxygen of covenant. Without it, love suffocates. Remember Amos 3:3. Can two walk together unless they are agreed? Agreement is not about words. It is about alignment. You cannot walk in peace if one of you is walking in hiddenness. You cannot build in strength if one of you is building in fear. Beloved, heaven shows this clearly. The timing of this ring is a test. It is not only testing them, it is testing you. Will you say yes because you long to be chosen, or will you wait for heaven to confirm you are chosen for the right reason? Will you move in emotion, or will you move in discernment? The angels say, this moment is holy because your response is shaping your future. Child, the ring is asking you a question beyond, will you marry me? It is asking, do you see me fully? Do you see my wounds, my truth, my need, my love, and still choose with clarity? But heaven is also asking you a greater question. Do you see yourself fully? Do you see your worth, your destiny, your calling, and still protect what I placed inside you? Beloved, many rush into rings out of loneliness. But heaven says, loneliness cannot be cured by covenant. It can only be healed by God. If you marry out of emptiness, you will enter with a thirst that no partner can quench. But if you marry out of wholeness, your covenant becomes an overflow, not a drain. The angels urge you, seek confirmation, not just from feelings, not just from promises, but from God Himself. For as James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. Ask, beloved, and do not move until peace floods your spirit. For peace is heaven's signature. Pause now, child, and type, I choose peace in the comments. Declare it so your heart is aligned with God's will. Like this video to anchor your agreement with heaven. Subscribe, for heaven's voice is not done guiding you. And if you feel stirred, sow a super thanks, so that many who are standing at the same crossroads may hear and be delivered from covenants that are not heaven's design. Beloved, heaven sees your tears, your longing, your prayers whispered in the night. You have said, Lord, let me not choose wrong, let me not waste my years, let me not walk outside your will. And heaven answers you now. That is why this message reached you today. It is not coincidence, it is divine intervention. For God honors the cry of His children who seek His way above their own. Child, the truth is this. The ring reveals that your life is entering a season of choice, and heaven says, choose carefully, for one choice will bind you to lessons you do not need to carry, but the other choice will bind you to destiny beyond what you have imagined. Stay close now, for in the words that follow, heaven will reveal how to know without doubt if this ring is truly from God's hand or only from man's heart. And when you see it clearly, you will not fear your choice. You will stand in holy certainty. Beloved, heaven speaks with final clarity now. The ring is before you, and the choice is near. But God does not leave His children in confusion. He gives signs, He gives peace, He gives confirmation that cannot be shaken. The angels say, here is how you will know if this ring is heaven's, covenant or man's offering. First, look at the fruit. Jesus said in Matthew 7:16, by their fruit you will recognize them. Do not look only at their promises, look at their patterns. Have they shown consistency in truth, in faith, in patience? Do they bear fruit of kindness, humility, and sacrifice? For words can be rehearsed, but fruit cannot be faked. Second, weigh the peace. Colossians 3:15 declares, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Peace is not the absence of questions, it is the presence of calm assurance. If your spirit feels rushed, anxious, or heavy, pause. For heaven's covenant comes with stillness, even when storms surround it. But if your heart trembles with unrest, it is not time to say yes. Third, test the alignment. Do your callings align? Do your values flow in one direction? Can you serve the Lord together without conflict of spirit? Amos 3:3 asks again, can two walk together unless they are agreed? Heaven says, do not bind yourself where your destinies pull in opposite directions. Fourth, discern the motive. Ask why now? Is it love? Is it timing? Or is it fear of losing you? If the proposal is born of desperation, wait. But if it is born of destiny, you will feel heaven's hand resting on it. Finally, seek heaven's voice. Pray and ask boldly, Lord, is this from you? He will not leave you in silence. He will confirm through His word, through dreams, through signs, and through a deep knowing in your spirit. As James 1:17 says, every good and perfect gift is from above coming, down from the Father of the heavenly lights. If this is from him, it will not come wrapped in confusion. It will come clothed in light. Beloved, the angels say, do not fear the answer. If it is yes, heaven will give you courage. If it is not, heaven will give you strength. Either way, you are not abandoned, you are protected. For God's plans for you are of peace and not of harm, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. Child, this is the truth. The ring is ready, but your spirit must be readier. Do not move by sight alone. Move by faith, by peace, by discernment. For what God ordains, no hand can undo. And what God does not ordain, no ring should bind. Pause here, beloved, and declare with your lips, I choose God's will over my own. Type it in the comments, so heaven marks your decision. Like this video as your act of agreement with divine timing. Subscribe so you remain under this covering of angelic words. And if you are blessed by this message, sow a super thanks, so heaven's light may reach more souls who stand at the edge of covenant. Beloved child, lift your head. You are not lost. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. The ring before you is not meant to shake you into fear. It is meant to shake you into truth, and truth will always set you free. The angels end with this. Whether you say yes or whether you wait, you are loved, you are guided, you are protected. No choice can remove you from the hand of God, but the right choice will release you into joy that no storm can steal. Walk in wisdom, walk in peace, walk in truth, and let heaven's light guide your every step, beloved. The angels lean closer still. Heaven says, though the message has been spoken, there is more oil to pour, for your heart is precious, and God will not let you walk away from this moment without full assurance. The ring is ready, but here the ring is not the prize. You are. You are the treasure heaven guards. You are the soul that carries destiny, light, and purpose. The enemy may disguise distraction as love, but heaven will not allow you to be bound by deception. Child, the angels whisper, you must see yourself rightly. You are not desperate. You are not forgotten. You are not running out of time. Do not let fear force your answer, for the covenant is too holy to be decided by a clock. The angels say, this is not just about marriage, it is about alignment. Alignment with your calling, alignment with your destiny, alignment with the assignment written over your life before you were formed. The wrong covenant can delay your destiny, but the right covenant can multiply it. Hear the word of God in 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness, and what communion has light with darkness? Beloved, this does not mean the one with the ring is unworthy. It means heaven calls you to weigh the yoke. Does this covenant lighten your load or add a weight to it? Does it bring you closer to God or slowly pull you away? For light must walk with light, or the journey becomes shadowed. Child, heaven says, watch the foundation. If the foundation is hidden, cracks will spread. If the foundation is fearful, the walls will shake. But if the foundation is true, nothing can tear it down. This is why heaven keeps pressing the same word, truth. Truth is the measure of this ring, not the size of the diamond, not the promises whispered, not the excitement of the moment. Only the truth. Beloved, Declare this with your own lips. I choose truth over appearances. Type it in the comments so heaven marks your vow. Like this video as an act of agreement. Subscribe so the next whisper of heaven does not pass you by. And if you are blessed, give a super thanks so that other children of God may be spared from walking into covenants wrapped in shadows. The angels reveal something now. This ring is also a mirror for you. It asks, do you know your worth? It asks, will you wait for what is holy? It asks, do you trust heaven's timing more than your own? Child, the test is not just theirs, it is yours. And heaven says, pass this test with patience and you will never regret it. For what is meant for you cannot pass you by. What is written for you cannot be erased. And the one heaven has chosen for you will not only place a ring on your finger, they will place peace in your soul. Stay strong, beloved. The angels see your tears, your longing, your fears, but they also see your strength and they say, you will not miss it. You will not choose wrong if you let peace be your guide. You will not fall into a covenant that heaven has not written, because heaven has already intercepted you with this message. Child, remember the promise of Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. God is not cruel. He does not dangle love before you to snatch it away. He is shaping you for the love that lasts, the covenant that heals, the union that multiplies destiny. Beloved, take courage. Do not rush. Do not fear. Do not settle. The ring is ready, but heaven says your spirit must discern. For when the right covenant comes, it will not just shake your heart, it will steady it. Beloved, the angels open the scroll wider now. Heaven says, the ring is only the beginning of the story. What lies ahead for you is greater than a proposal, greater than a wedding day, greater than the moment of saying yes. What heaven prepares for you is a covenant that becomes a doorway into destiny. Child, listen carefully. God is not just writing a love story, he is weaving purpose. Your union is not meant only for companionship. It is meant to release heaven's will through both of your lives. This is why the test feels so heavy, because your covenant is not ordinary. It is marked. It is chosen. It is destined to touch generations. The angels whisper, this is why heaven is protecting you so fiercely. The wrong covenant could silence your voice, but the right one will amplify it. The wrong covenant could drain your light, but the right one will multiply it. The wrong covenant could bind your calling, but the right one will release you into fullness. Beloved, remember Ecclesiastes 4:12. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Your covenant is not meant to be just you and them. It is meant to be you, them, and God woven together. That is the strength heaven prepares for you. That is the bond that storms cannot destroy. Child, the angels say, this is why timing matters. Heaven does not rush what is sacred. God does not deliver his best in haste. The diamond may sparkle today, but heaven's covenant shines brighter than any stone. Wait for the union that glows in both love and truth. Beloved, your future is not delayed. Your blessing is not lost. Your story is not behind schedule. Heaven says the waiting was not wasted, it was preservation. God has been guarding you from covenants that look good on the outside, but lack heaven's roots. And he has been preparing your heart for the one that will not only love you, but also serve him beside you. Child, take this word deeply. Your covenant will be visible. Not hidden, not confusing, not secret, not fragile. It will be undeniable, unshakable, and unstoppable, for when God writes the story, no hand can erase it. Lift your heart to this promise in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. This ring before you may feel like the climax, but heaven says it is only the test. The real story, the forever story, is yet to unfold. Beloved, pause now and speak this aloud. I trust heaven's timing. I trust heaven's choice. Type it in the comments as your vow. Like this video to anchor the promise into your spirit. Subscribe so you remain under the covering of heaven's messages. And if you feel stirred, bless this flow with a super thank so that more souls at the edge of the covenant may hear heaven's guidance. Child, the angels say, do not look at your life through fear. Do not think, what if I miss it? Do not think, what if I'm too late? Do not think, what if I lose them? Heaven says, what is yours will never pass you by. What is written cannot be erased. What God joins, no man can separate. Beloved, walk in faith, walk in discernment, walk in peace. For the ring is ready, but the greater promise is still unfolding. And when heaven's time comes, your heart will not shake in confusion. It will rest in certainty.